like Shakespearean, really. Rhea was talking about her BB gun, and it reminded me that last summer I went to go buy a gun, and they wouldn't let me because I'm an immigrant, and I was like, I think I need it the most. So he did let me hold it though, and I started crying. I'm from Canada. This is weird. Is this in your way? Oh, it wasn't? Well, a good thing I moved it. What a fun summer. I'm having a good summer. I don't know about you. I just got engaged. Thank you. Oh my God, thank you. Anybody else here currently engaged? You in the back? You two together? Oh my God, congratulations. Was hoping no one would steal my thunder. Did you guys have a proposal? Yeah. Honestly, I can't see you. This is a gender-neutral audience. I don't know how proposals work with everybody, but did you propose to that person? Yeah? How did you do it?
It was kind of awkward. It was outside of a burning house with a fire truck.
Honestly, that sounds so romantic. That is truly beautiful. That's enough of the story. I don't need to know. That sounds great. That's not totally planned. Okay. Is the police here? Are the police here? For a lot of us, I hope they're not. That's honestly like way better than my proposal, and it's not a great story. My proposal was non-existent. That's my favorite way to make it happen. It started with me coming home crying. Huge start. I am an immigrant, I mentioned it earlier, and my visa to continue living here was denied. I've been here for like 7 years, but I don't know if you've heard of him. The president is a bit of a nightmare. So my attorney, she called me and she's like, I'm sorry, your visa was denied. You either like have to leave immediately or get married. So I went home bawling, and then my boyfriend wasn't home yet, so I turned on a really sad episode of Grey's Anatomy. So make sure it was like a double part, so one where there's like a shooting in the hospital, just to make sure that like when he got home I was still really upset. So he got home, and through tears I told him, and then he just started laughing. And he was like, well, obviously I'm gonna marry you. Which would be like so romantic if we'd been together for like a year, even 2, you know, and he's like, listen, I know we're not ready, but I know I want to spend my life with you. We've been together for 6 years. So basically what happened is the government had to step in and be like, hey man, if you don't lock it down, we're gonna take her away. Be a man. It's so wild, like I've wanted to be engaged for so long, like way before I met him. And like anytime there's some like dumb BuzzFeed list, it's like, how to get your man to kneel and give you a ring. It's the worst title, I don't write for them. I click on it every time. It's always like, number 1, be chill. Number 2, be so busy. Those don't work. You have to get the government involved. I don't know if you need to call your senator or what, okay? I should submit my own list to Cosmo that's like, top 10 options to get your man to marry you. Number 1, be an illegal immigrant who's stupid hot. Thank you. Option number 2, drug your boyfriend till he passes out. Then go murder somebody, come back with the murder weapon, put it in his hand, wake him up, tell him he did it, and the only way to not testify against him is if he marries you. Those are your only options. There's no 10. I don't know why I said 10. There's just 2. There's just 2. Also, be chill. Be chill. I was really surprised my visa got denied because, like, honestly, like we all know, I'm a very privileged immigrant. I'm like a blonde white woman from Canada. The only way it could be better is if I was a man. So I feel like if I went up to Donald Trump and I was like, hey, hi, I'm actually also an immigrant, he'd be like, I don't mean you. Get in the house. privileged. I'm like, specifically this president, I'm like, you know, I'm his like wet dream. I look like the hottest version of his daughter. Honestly, if Ivanka didn't have money, I would be better looking than her. You know it. You know it. Just mad at my lawyer. I'm like, did we not send a headshot with my application? What are you doing? My personal life is pretty okay. I mean, it's great. I'm in my 30s. I'm 30. It's not like in your 30s yet. I'm 30. I'm 31. And I know that 31's not old. It's not. But 31's not old if you're successful. Like, Rihanna is born the same year as me. And it's like, oh my God, Rihanna, you have done like so much in just 30 years. That's amazing. But with me, it's like, did you even get out of bed in the last 30 years? Like, who are you? We don't know you. For me, being in my 30s just means I'm rolling my ankles a lot. That and that now you can just come in me and nothing's gonna happen. All right, try me. It's not gonna work. You know, it's like, I think it's only easy to get pregnant when you're 16, and that's why they make a show about it. Nobody's making a show about a 30-year-old who's pregnant because they're like, what if something happens and we have to shut down production? It'd be a short season. I haven't used condoms in like 5 years, and I have never had an accident, and I've been like, fuck yeah. Now I'm like 30-ish, and I'm like, oh, I probably just can't ever have a baby. So they've asked me to get off stage a while ago, so I do have to go. But I had so much fun. Thank you so much for having me. I love it. Georgea Brooks, everybody! Never used condoms in 30 years.